What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Justin here. It's only been 2 days since the last video, and a lot has changed. So we're going to talk about a lot of things in this video, and you need to listen to what I'm trying to tell you about how this ice is forming to be safe out there right now. We're going to start the report out here at the Spillway. As you can see, that open water that we had 2 days ago underneath the bridge and at the mouth has skimmed over. If you are going to try or check out the Spillway, please have a spud. Please have the ability to get yourself out. Here's the south view. There's still some open pockets as we turn towards the Crocker boat launch. As you can see, there is a line. You can see where all the shanties and the guys on the buckets are to the left of that white line. Please be careful if you are going to cross that. That is all brand new ice to the right there. So be very, very cautious when venturing outside of that white line. Also keep in mind we are getting snow right now as I am doing this voiceover. Beacons Cove is totally locked up. If you have access to the marina, you should be good to go in there. If you're going to try to work your way around and get into Beacons, this next clip here is the area to watch out for. Right here on this corner, we sometimes get an active gas pocket, and that can wreak some absolute havoc on this corner and the entrance going into Beacons Cove Marina. So be very cautious if you're going to try to walk around and get into Beacons. Here we are at the day sail. We have open water near the beach, or near the actual marsh area there. Tons of open pockets out here. Lance Cruise Bay is doing stuff it doesn't normally do this year, how the ice is forming. So extreme caution needs to be had if you go out in this area. Now, as you can see off the flagpole, or the beach as some call it, again, we have that hard line, which would be the left side, that white line going out. That ice has been there for a few days. Everything to the right is fairly new. So if you're going to go out there, be very cognizant of where that white line is. Use this drone footage as kind of a roadmap to keep yourself safe. As you get out here to the end of Huron Point here at the Metro Park, we do have open pockets, so do not venture out that way. That's going to need a lot of time to lock up. Hey, sorry for interrupting the video, but you may not be aware of this. 77% of you are not subscribed to the channel. So what that means is you could potentially be missing out on information about ice fishing and fishing out here on Lake St. Clair. So go down below, hit that red subscribe button, make sure you ding the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video or I post a note on my community tab, so you can stay up to date on everything going on out here on the lake. Now here we are going through the front marina here at the Metro Park. As you can see, there's a lot of guys in this area fishing. The water is really clear, so do not be afraid to be like these guys right below that wave and fish that white ice. That tends to be a little bit better place to catch fish when we don't have snow cover. But hopefully some of the snow sticks, but not a ton, just enough to give us a little bit of shade, get those fish nice and relaxed. The back basin, which we haven't seen a lot of people fishing in the past years, actually has quite a few people out enjoying it. There's usually a little bit of perch action in there and some bluegill and crappie action, so give that a try if you're not comfortable doing some of the main lake. Again, back in the marsh, status quo back there. Harley Ensign, lots of open pockets out here on Campo Bay, which looks towards the Metro Park here. As we swing around, be sure to look at the bottom of the screen. You're going to notice something that I don't always recommend you doing, but if you are going to do it, if you're not very experienced, this is not a place for you to go to right now at all. This is on moving water. This is the mouth of Clinton River. There's a rumor mill. There was a good bite there yesterday. Nothing today, though. Down at Salfridge, they're actually out on Anchor Bay, working their way down towards the barracks. There's actually some guys way out there. This is fairly new ice, guys. Please bring a spud. Take your time. Hit the ice and walk as you go with your spud, not your feet. Brandenburg Park, which is on the western half of Anchor Bay, usually has a lot of movement out there, but this seems to be freezing up pretty nicely, so we might get a chance to go out there. Now you can fish and work your way out to around the fishing pier and actually fish there right now. Sorry, one last interruption. I know you guys love watching the drone footage and occasionally the music, as I find out in the comments, but I want to thank everybody that came up, shook my hand, and thanked me for the reports over at the Novi show yesterday. It was really cool getting to meet some of you guys and chatting with you. I should be out there again tomorrow, so if you see me, don't be afraid to say hi or, you know, shake my hand or whatever. If you want to take a picture, that's fine too. I highly recommend everybody going out there to the Novi show. It's fun just to see some of the local shops you may not get to see all the time. There's some good deals out there, some new product to see. You can stop at Country Smokehouse, get yourself some of that great jerky and those 106 that they have, and maybe just go sit in a boat and do a little daydreaming. But I'll be out there tomorrow, guys. Hope to see some of you out there if you're not out ice fishing this weekend. So here we are from the parking lot of Bobby Mac's restaurant, looking down into Anchor Bay towards the barracks and Salford Air National Guard base, swinging up towards the South Channel. You might see some specks of color. That's a lot of shanties out there. Be aware of those hard lines you're seeing where it's just clear glare ice. That stuff is fairly new, where we got a little bit of white and a little bit of snow on it. That stuff's a little older, should be a little safer. Please, even in this area, there is some thin areas, so please have a spud out and be on the lookout for spearing holes. There's a lot of spearing activity up here right now. If you do make a spearing hole, please mark it. Keep people safe. This is a cool sight to see. The guy actually waved and noticed the drone. He was out there hamming it up, having a good time, doing a little ice boarding, kite boarding. Well, I don't know what you call this, but he looks like he's having a good time. From there, we're going to go over to the raft. Now, a lot of guys have jumped out and went to the left, and there's also some guys accessing a little further down. If you look really closely at that top there, this white ice is some of the older ice in the area, so it should be fairly safe to be on. As always, guys, tight lines, happy casting. We'll see you in the next video. Peace!